Well, I figured it's been a month, so might as well do a hobby video as to what I look forward to doing in the month of August, September, kind of a ways onward from there, and kind of what I've done during July. What I've done during July is pretty much nothing. I bought a bunch of models that I didn't think I would want to. I really liked the look of the Ninja All-Stars game and really got into it and bought a bunch of stuff for that. That's kind of been my only hobby thing, since it's a bunch of models I didn't need beforehand, but I bought. I think I want to do something kind of creative, or not creative with those, kind of as a practice with those. But what I'm looking to get into, at least for August, September, and October, is that during these 3 months, I'm going to take the rest of the models, which I'm showing in front of you right now. These are all of the models I bought for the previous 8th edition homage. I'm going to get all of them built. And it's not to any degree of painting or anything like that. Or I don't intend to do any kind of, what's the term for it? I guess modification or adding on or different pieces to it. It's entirely getting these things built in the intention that they were designed to be. So everything's going to look the way it is. I've kind of scrapped the 8th edition homage project mostly because 8th edition is kind of dead to me. I've been doing a lot more Age of Sigmar posting as of recently on the Grand Alliance forum. I've really felt that that's kind of the game I want to go to in the future. Although my local area isn't going to go to that game. It's probably, or it seems to be heading towards Warma Hordes, which I'm not a, I wouldn't say I'd ever hate playing Warma Hordes, but I never want, or I'm not a fan of the setting. I'm not a fan really of, or I'm not a huge fan of the game itself. I like a lot of the aspects of the game, but and I haven't played the new Mark III as opposed to the Mark II. I didn't like the way the Mark II went with not being able to play the Warjacks and the big robots fighting the giant monsters the way you'd want to. But I feel like with Mark III that I need to try to, or give it at least a try firsthand before I write it off entirely. But as far as I'm looking for August, September, October, I'm almost entirely dedicating to getting this entire stack of boxes of untouched models down to nothing. And once I'm done with that, I feel like at that point, then I'm perfectly okay to start buying something new, maybe adding on to the collection I already have, maybe not. But until I get this down to nothing, I don't want to buy anything new for this game. I think I've got one purchase in mind already, but that's pretty much it. Nothing else is going to be added to this collection until then. So that's kind of my hobby progress and where I'm going for in the future. Another thing, at least for the month of August, is to add on more hobby videos. I've got one topic in mind I can come up with, but I can't come up with too much else. Otherwise, you know, stay tuned to the channel if you want. Otherwise, this is just a regular hobby video. I'm sorry for letting you listen to it.